Who doesn't like an edgy and strong main character, right? We all enjoy seeing what these characters are capable of, since they're prepared to cross that thin line between right and wrong and still look badass doing so. That's why in today's video, we'll be talking about the top 10 anime with dark or badass MC. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. 10. Drifters. The 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐵 clan warriors are known for being stubborn bastards that just don't know how to die. Even if you impale them with tens of spears, their fighting spirit carries on through the pain with blood and sweat and shatters everyone that dare stand in its way. This 𝐒𝐮𝐻𝐸 is no exception to the rule. Toyohisa is a proud samurai warrior that honors his clan even in death. He's relentless and doesn't stop fighting ever. And why would he really, when it's the only thing he knows how to do? He listens to no one and answers to no authority. In short, a total badass. 9. Persona 3. There's a lot to understand, learn, and take in when it comes to Persona. Whether it's the movies or the games, there's just too much confusing information in there to take in and comprehend. One thing for sure though, is that the MCs of this series are always badass and ready to do whatever it takes for the sake of others. And this MC is no different, putting his life on the line for the sake of his friends that he bonded with over their journey, staring death square in the eye and telling him to fuck off, and that he wants to live and won't accept to just drop dead without a fight. In his final moments in battle, he fought with his comrades and defeated death himself. And if that isn't badass enough for you, I sure as hell don't know what is. 8. Codebreaker. Remember what I said already about not giving a damn for rules and who put them? Yeah, well this main character isn't, and different from those before him, except that he has one single rule of his own that he lives by. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. You see, from this motto alone, you can already figure out that Rei isn't a knight in shining armor. He's more like the Grim Reaper coming to reap what you sowed. He's a codebreaker. A person that officially doesn't exist. An avenger roaming the world burning injustice with his blue sapphire flames that keep no residue or any burn marks behind, making hard to track him down. Although he's witnessed by a girl that is coincidentally in his same school, burning some thugs in the park and ends up burning her too to cover his tracks. However, that'll be a story for another day. 7. 𝐻𝐴 no 𝐜𝐴. A girl with the deadliest eyes in the world that she uses to shred up her enemies, cutting down their literal life force lines. Why no one ever thought of this show idea before now? Seriously, Shiki is one hell of a badass woman and a scary one to say the least. On a daily basis, she faces against revenants, ghosts, zombies, and skeletons brought to life. Heck, the show is rated R for mature because of the heavy horror and gore scenes it has. So, the least you could expect is a powerful, confident main character that is ready to slice anything living up with the help of her death omen eyes. Let me tell you this only once. If you ever see those eyes, then it's already too late. And there's nowhere in the world you can hope to hide in from her and her deadly gaze. 6. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. Even if you're an exile and an outcast, once your country calls for your help in its time of need, you have to answer its calls no matter what. The old samurai shogunate area and the periods it went through always managed to rile me up and pique my interest. The era back then was just too unique to say the least. Sure, it was unforgiving and harsh times, but man, were the samurai cool and strong, honorable beyond bounds and loyal till the end. They accepted only two outcomes, no third for victory or death. That was the way of the samurai. And when facing a Mongol invasion, those samurai have to rally themselves and form their ranks to battle against a common enemy. 5. Golden Kamuy. You can't earn the title of Immortal Sugimoto in the Russo-Japanese War for standing idle and doing nothing. This man is the literal depiction of what a beast is. Actually, scratch that. He's far stronger than even a beast, as he was able to overpower a mountain bear with only a knife and bayonet on him. Like any soldier that was in the war, he has a lot of scars covering his body, each with its own story to tell and victory. One on that day. On the battlefield, he was invincible, as if a god or a deity was protecting him all the time, making him impenetrable to damage. Even after earning all this respect in war and his title, he remains a kind-hearted person that is neither evil nor cruel to others, that has only one purpose, fulfilling the death wish of his comrade and taking care of his parents. That's why he embarks on a wild goose chase to find said treasure and keep his promise for his friend. Four, Goblin Slayer. He isn't a man of many words. He prefers to let his actions talk instead. And his actions speak one word: total freaking badass. Even though he's a very powerful and capable adventurer that can accept high-level requests from guilds, he disregards those requests and accepts quests that are exclusively related to goblins and killing goblins. He is ruthless to those critters and won't even show mercy to the newly born ones. You might think he's a monster and a savage, but one thing is for sure: he knows everything about goblins and how they counter each and every one of them effectively and most efficiently. The moment you see his eyes flaring red, you better hold on to your seats, as he's going to perform something so wild that will have you jumping out of them with hype and excitement. 3. Gangsta. What's better than one badass, charismatic, lovable MC? Two badass, charismatic, and lovable MCs, of course. Nicholas and Warwick are two of the strongest mercenaries in the hellhole of a city they call 𝐜𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴. They're mostly notorious for being able to take on contracts that others seem to find difficulty in, to say the least, which only proves how damn powerful, capable, and resourceful they are. However, they remain gangsters at the end of the day, and they'll commit criminal acts if they have to in order to make ends meet. They aren't afraid of anyone and ready to take on any challenge that comes their way. They might seem aloof or happy-go-lucky at first sight, but when it comes to fulfilling a contract, their true colors appear. 2. 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐽𝐻. Broken and damaged. This is the simplest way you can describe this MC. He's too damaged. He decided to shut out everyone and everything around him to the point he shut out his own feelings of pain, sadness, sorrow, etc. Even physical pain too. This all changes though, as he finds himself wrapped up in a sick experiment binding his and four others' pains, feelings, and lives together. 1. Dimension W. Talk about old-fashioned. In an age of coil technology harnessed from the fourth dimension, humans discovered and put to their use this man was still a normal human sworn off all coil-related usage and resorts to using only gasoline-powered cars. He's old-fashioned, yes, but one thing worthy of note about him is that he was the only human with no coil usage or enhancements in his army battalion. He prefers losing or dying over resorting to the usage of such technology that he hates and prefers to steer clear from. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!